up, everybody? We're back with another NCNinerTalk. I'm Nicholas, and this is my Papa Carlos.
What up?
We have a new man in the middle today. Big week coming up, Niners versus Eagles, and we have the one and only Eagles fan himself, my brother, Elias.
What is up? What is up? Thank you for having me.
Of course. I mean, this is kind of what we wanted since the beginning of the year. This guy actually watches games now, so finally he can hop on an NCNinerTalk, and it's Niners versus Eagles, a rematch in the playoffs. We know how the last matchup ended with a.
We also know the last time we played in the playoffs, NFC Championship.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the last time. That's what he's talking about.
Last time we played in the playoffs.
That's what I just said.
Yes, that's what we're
I thought you were talking about the
No.
you guys blew us out 40.
No, that's the time we played in the playoffs.
Let's just
You didn't say last time we
Yes.
played in the playoffs.
Yeah,
The
move
last
on.
time we played.
Next one.
move on. See, look, what a start for the new guy that can watch this football for the first time. All right, Niners versus Eagles, wild card round, the 3 seed versus 6 seed at Lincoln Financial Field.
Yep.
Niners are coming for some revenge from the NFC Championship game, but the Eagles are also looking for revenge from the last time they played the Niners when it was a blowout. So both teams are looking for vengeance, and both teams are looking to get past in the playoffs. So, Papa, how do you feel this matchup will look?
I think this is the worst matchup we could have wanted. We should have won the first seed, but we didn't. And all the teams we could have gone, this is the worst matchup. Why? Because these are the defending champions. They are well rested. They rested all their starters last week, except for your boy. What's his name? Wide receiver.
Oh, Devonta Smith.
But that could be a bad thing
and
for the
Jordan
Eagles
Davis.
because you get too much rest.
At this time of the year,
still practicing.
At this time of the year, I don't think a lot of rest is bad, but could be. But we, the Niners, could have used an extra week of rest.
Yeah, I think you guys should have done that rather than losing with all your starters playing and risking them getting hurt.
Yeah,
That was the whole point of the game.
we had to.
But you lost.
Yeah, but we had to.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do I think? I think it's a bad matchup in because of that. All right, but we have the experience with the coach. We have experience with the quarterback. Hopefully, we all stay healthy because what we saw in the NFC Championship a couple years ago, we saw how that went. But I think this time is a little bit different. The only difference is humongous differences is the defense. Our defense is just we're playing freshman high school kids out there and JV kids out there. I don't know what's gonna happen. Last week, although we only allowed 13 points, which is kind of crazy to say, it seemed like that game should have been like 50-0.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, the defense did their job, and
Our offense
Brock
did.
Purdy and the offense weren't humming as usual, and that what set us back.
And so, in general, what do I think about this matchup? It kind of sucks. However, Eagles haven't been playing the greatest this year.
The offense, the
Offense.
defense have been on a different level.
Yeah.
The offense has been atrocious.
But you know,
to say the least.
that's what I feel right now to start with. But let's have our Eagle guy tell us what does he think about the Eagles this year, and
It's covering his face.
what does he think about this year, about the Eagles and going into this playoff game.
I mean, coming off of the Super Bowl win, you guys are facing the defending champs, which is a big thing.
Yeah.
Coming into the game, week 1, I was hoping we'd get the second seed. Even though we did play our bench, I was still hoping we got that. I believe we would have had an easier road towards the playoffs because we got to play Green Bay first round, which would have been a hard game, but the later games would have been easier because I think most likely you guys would have made it to the championship as well.
Could be, yeah.
And I think that this poses a good threat to us. As I know you were saying that like the JV team is playing, but as of lately, our third down conversion rate has been so low, and our offensive play calling and our just like throws and run game in general has just been so off. We've been getting barely any yards the whole game, and we'd have to get the 1 or 2 deep balls that were saving us.
What was that game? Was it 2 weeks ago, or was it against the Buffalo? They only had like
Oh, that was the Bills.
They had 7 yards of offense in the second half.
In the second half.
Jalen had 0 yards.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's giving me hope about this game. Yes, we're in the playoffs. Yes, we had a great record. Yes, we have a great offense, but this defense hasn't been very good. This defense hasn't been good. This defense hasn't been average. They've been below average. almost all season ever since Fred Warner, Nick Bosa left or got injured. But we got some linebacker reinforcements, which I don't know if that's gonna.
Heiser and what's his name? Kendricks?
Yes, I don't know how big
Carlos
of an
too?
impact that's gonna be.
Carlos.
No, absolutely not.
They call me, but I have a call with some patients, so I can't make it to the game.
Yeah,
They call you?
I don't know what dream that came in. Was it yesterday or two
Hey man,
nights ago?
give me edge rush. I'll edge rush.
Yeah, Lane Johnson
lay
will-
you out. You're not getting through that.
But yeah,
Half to the side.
the thing with the Eagles this year is like
Inconsistent, right?
the offense from last year compared to this year is just night and day.
And it's I think it's two parts. One, I think it's overall relationship between Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patula, our offensive coordinator, and the fact that the offensive coordinator is just brand new and came in this year. I think
Eagles knowledge right here.
it like it switches it up so much that our team is like scrambling for that relationship to build.
Where'd he come from?
Or
Anyway?
Jalen Hurts is just a game manager.
Yeah, he probably is. Hey, where does offensive coordinator come from? Do you know?
I'm
Do you know?
actually not sure.
But he just came up on the team when the other offensive coordinator left to go to the Saints.
But you would think,
He just came.
you would think the recipe they had last year, they would do the same thing this year, but it's been like the opposite.
That's not how it works when you don't have guys that can execute, and that's Jalen Hurts.
They have the same guys. What different guys do they have
We
last
lost,
year
we lost
to this
Jason
year?
Kelsey.
Center, I guess. Huh?
Well, and Lane Johnson has been in and out of the lineup.
Lane Johnson
Jalen
has been out
Hurts-
for like 4 weeks.
Jalen Hurts doesn't have 11 seconds to throw the ball. Saquon doesn't have 10 yards without getting any contact.
That is true.
That's the difference.
Okay.
And AJ Brown causing this dilemma between the team.
See, but
yeah.
see, but the thing is, like you guys treat it like it's like a Debo and Ayuk situation where they're just not playing because they're not getting the ball. AJ Brown's still going out there to play because he knows that if they give him the ball, he will get yardage, and we see
And
that.
they still lose when he gets the ball.
But we
And they win when he doesn't.
But we see whenever he's in these ISO one-on-one, man-on-man matchups,
Yeah.
almost every single time it's a gain. It's a gain for the first down and some yards because he can easily
too
break the
big.
tackle.
Well, that's on
a
Jalen
strong-
Hurts,
That's such a
by
strong
the
guy.
way. That's on Jalen Hurts.
Well, no, that's what he was saying. It's on the offensive corner. He's not.
Like a lot of these plays are designed for Goddard, Devontae Smith, and even some checkdowns to Saquon, and these aren't giving us a lot of yards, especially after we run it on a 3rd and 17, and it just ruins our offense, especially when we're on our own backfield.
Well,
That's
talking about
just-
3rd and 17, huh? If you get a 3rd and 17, you might get it against us because Seattle got a 3rd and 17 last game. It was very pitiful, but anyways, yeah. What about you, man? What do you think?
I think it's just gonna look like what it may have to go down to. Can Brock Purdy outshine what this Eagles defense has brought up this whole season?
Mm-hmm.
Because this Eagles defense is no joke. The defensive line, especially if Trent Williams doesn't play, Ricky, I don't know what's up with her. He's just limping, injured every single week. If we don't have our guys on offense, but like defense, all right, we lost our guys, all right, that's a given. But this offense, we need everybody healthy so we can put some points on the board. If we can't do that, it's gonna be a long day, just like the NFC Championship, and just like last week against the Seahawks. And I mean, I won't be surprised if that happens because of what we've seen from last week, how suffocating that Seahawks defense looked on the Niners. So this is why we paid Brock Purdy the big money. Can he overcome?
Yeah, can he? But here's the thing: can he overcome? Right, but what quarterback will overcome if he doesn't have time to throw?
When you have Zach Bond rushing or Jalen Carter getting through, because as of this morning, he just said his shoulder feels great, like it's in perfect condition, and he's been dealing with that all season. He even got a surgery recently, and he feels great. So having him, Davis, Jomo, having these people rushing him constantly, and they have such a high rate for when they do get through the contact, it's more of can the line give Purdy the opportunity?
Yeah, and
I personally don't think that they can.
And when they do break through, like Purdy is an improvising quarterback like what we've seen. So can he make those plays?
Yeah, he did that last week. He tried at least, and he wasn't successful. He tried to improvise a few times here and
He
there.
literally did that every single play.
No. He tried to improvise sometimes. It did work, but sometimes it didn't. He got sacked or he got hit. That one time that I told you that Kittle was completely wide open. Completely wide open. And remember, it was a check down for Kittle. He's wide open, and he got happy feet hella quick. And which I don't blame him. I mean, these guys are gigantic coming at him.
I mean,
so.
Well, look, Kittle was there you're not gonna get 17 yards out of Kittle when there's like 4 guys right in front. Like, they're all just gonna come down to him.
But there was no one on Kittle on that play. But it's okay. It's just one of those.
I mean,
plays.
I think these type of plays that you guys are talking about, like where he's scrambling and the offense is rotating to try and get open on the check down to Kittle. We have like linebackers like Hunt that's over here like blocking crazy passes. We have Quinyon Mitchell for deep balls and Cooper DeJean that's over here like locking up like crazy. I don't think you guys are gonna get any deep balls this game. Maybe one deep ball. But I think most of your passes that you guys get is midfield and runs because the whole season we've had a terrible run defense when we've been allowing like maybe 7 yards per carry each time, and they get the first down every single second down.
Sounds like our defense. Actually, this is sounding pretty good for us.
We saw what the Bears rushing defense did. We saw what the Bears rushing attack did to the Eagles on that Black Friday game. Hopefully CMC and the CMC and Brian Robinson can do the same, and just take some weight off Brock Purdy.
Yeah, that will open up play action.
But I think what the biggest thing is like if Jalen Hurts is gonna have time, we need a big game from Diamador Lenoir, and he's been doing that time after time after time again. And everybody's been saying JSN.
I didn't know he had such a crazy game.
Lenoir has not given up anything at all this season.
The whole season.
I don't know in ISO ball. I feel like AJ Brown has that.
He's just twice his size, probably.
He's only 6'1".
Well,
Is he?
He's only 6'1".
Lenoir is ready for that, and whenever he was on JSN or anybody on that Seahawks offense, he did his job, and he's allowed 2 yards in 2 games against the Seahawks, and he hasn't allowed. They do not throw his way at all. So if we're gonna see a dominant game by AJ Brown, he's gonna be going to the other side on Renardo Green, and that's what the Seahawks did. Yeah. They motioned JSN to the other side, and that's how they exposed the Niners.
And they have 2 good wide receivers.
That's the thing, and the tight end, and a all-time great running back.
I mean, based off what I know for you guys' defense, as like we talked about, you guys also are struggling with stopping the run, and when we have Saquon who has been doing not as well as he did last year, obviously.
Breakout game too.
But the fact that we know that we can rely on him in big moments like this, I feel like falling back on him, especially knowing that you guys' run defense isn't as strong as it usually is a good point we can use. And with Tank Bigsby being there, having the most yards per carry in the league, I know he doesn't get as much touches, so obviously it's going to be a little higher. But knowing that anytime he touches the ball, it's almost a broken defender every single time.
Yeah,
is something we can rely on throughout the whole game.
18 missed tackles last game. For the Niners.
Niners just have to limit big plays and get off the field on third down.
You know what, though? I think this is going to be a very ugly game for both teams. And it's going to be a chess match. Whoever kind of blinks first. It was almost like the Chicago and Niner game. But I don't think it's going to be that high-scoring type of game.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's going to be closer it's going to be closer. And it's going to be a chess match. Like, can we get field possession? Remember you were talking about? That's what we were talking about today.
Oh yeah.
You're afraid that we'll get a short field if we hold you guys. If your offense doesn't do too much.
As of lately, our offense has had to punt it at our own 20, like maybe 3 times a game.
Yeah.
And that gives you guys such a short field because you guys catch the ball at your own 40 and get to run it maybe 10, 15 yards and catch it in our half of the field already.
Yeah, and going to like how Niners are going to be underdogs the rest of the way.
Of course.
No matter what. Like, they're going to be overlooked. And when you're overlooked, that's good for you as a team because when a team overlooks you, they let off their foot off the gas pedal, and you can use that just to get over the hump like we had against Sonoma Academy for basketball, just upsetting. You can upset a team when a team just starts thinking, all right, maybe they don't pose this big of a threat because look how banged up they are. Look at what's happened to this team this whole year, and you could use that to your advantage, or they could just smack you around all night at home and in this monster crowd that they have. Which I hope at halftime they start booing because of how the Niners are up by like 3, 9-6,
No,
and then Eagles fans are booing.
No, even if we were up, if we gave up 3rd and 2, they would for sure be booing like crazy. That's all they do, and then they'd be leaving.
Yeah, Eagles have a lot more to lose than the Niners do, and they're coming off a Super Bowl. So, is there a Super Bowl hangover? Is like there's so much more expectations on the Eagles than there are on the Niners because of what happened all season, of course, to the Niners. And the Eagles' expectations are through the roof. You just won a Super Bowl. Can you do it twice? And especially, you cannot get bounced out in the first round.
I mean, but even as you say though, expectations are a gift, and this is where we thrive under pressure, and this is what we like to do. And we like to go out there and show why we are the best team in the league and why we deserve what we have.
Yeah.
Well, they better. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I feel it's gonna be like a grudge match. It's gonna be like really tough. My X factors for this game, I feel that Niners have to run the ball really well, take advantage of the defense of the Eagles on the running part, and that will take off the pressure, like he said, off Purdy. So my X factor is CMC, which he's been Mr. Universe for us the whole entire year.
Receiver and rusher.
Everything. He's done everything. So it'd be my X factor on him. On defense, I feel that we have to set a tone on our defensive line, one way or the other. And if we set a tone to shut down Saquon Barkley, we have a better chance. Because if we let this guy go off on us, it's going to be a long, long day. And we can't have that. Who's your X factors for this game?
I think most likely for this game, as much as I feel like they should be feeding A.J. Brown in any man-on-man matchup, typically based on this season, that's not what they tend to do in big games like this. So most likely, our X factors for the game, the people we're gonna have to rely on the most on the offensive end, I'd say is Saquon, Bigsby, and Devontae Smith, and then like close to that, I put Goddard. Because Goddard's a big guy and he is questionable, but he's definitely going to play. There's no way he skips out on this game because this is a very important game. Jalen Hurts needs to be a general. He needs to take charge. He needs to do what people are underestimating him for, and really leading the team to the win. But as we were saying, I think the defense is where most of this comes in, and the biggest X factors are Jalen Carter.
Hopefully
Jordan Davis.
Hopefully he spits on someone so they can kick him out.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that too. Most likely he does do something that gets us.
They're probably gonna fight before the game too. Just like 3 years ago in the NFC Championship, they were scrapping.
And I think Quinyon Mitchell is gonna have a great game. Makuba is out sadly because I feel like I'm not pronouncing that right, but yeah, he's out sadly, and he's been killing it this year. And
he's on the defensive line.
No, he's free safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of your secondary people are injured.
Well, the Eagles' defense has been number one in this second half.
But our second string safety has been doing, our second string free safety has been doing just as well. So I think it's okay. But overall, the defense has to carry and give us the opportunity. Based on these games, we're able to force fumbles, interception, block kicks, and stuff like this.
The Eagles are really good because Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis are really good at that.
Yeah, especially since Jordan Davis lost weight during the offseason. It's been showing.
Oh, that's the guy that returned it, huh?
Yeah, because he's been showing it all season that after he made this big change to his body, that it really made a big enough difference for him to be such a stud on the field. And now they're making these big plays, and I think we can force our way to having short fields so our offense not like have it easy, but give us the opportunity to best utilize our tools since we haven't been able to get all the way up the field from our own 20 as of recently.
Tough. How about you, man?
I'm gonna have to say Brock Purdy and the offensive line. Can the offensive line hold up, and can Brock Purdy just make plays out of when he gets those opportunities, when the O-line gives you that time, are you gonna be able to capitalize? And I think that's the biggest part. To put pressure on Jalen Hurts, because last week we didn't make Sam Darnold take control of the game. It's basically he had no pressure. We didn't apply any pressure to that. And yes, our offense can apply pressure to the Eagles' offense, because that means we put the game in the quarterback's hands, and we didn't put the game in Sam Darnold's hands whatsoever.
No.
So I think if we can put the game in Jalen Hurts' hands and put some pressure on him and not allow him to just get in a check down or just give the ball to Saquon, and we're good because our defense is just holding. If we can get out of that and the offense put some pressure, put some points on the board, Jalen Hurts, he's going to have to come back and fire just like Caleb Williams did in that Sunday night game. And yes, the Eagles offense can very much do that, but we haven't seen that do it this year. They did it last year, but it's a whole new year.
Almost every game.
And it's anyone's game.
Yep.
Sunday. Anyone's game. It doesn't matter who's playing. It's anyone's game. Every single Sunday is anyone's game. So
Not this Sunday.
yes, it is. Niners win 20-16. After
20-16.
yes, in a thriller.
What about you? What's your prediction?
I want to hear yours first.
I told you
6-12.
this game.
90-42, just like the last one.
Niners are scoring 45. No, I was playing this game. I don't see that. I see a 24-21 game-winning field goal.
By Pinheiro.
No time lens, but Money Pinheiro.
Eddie Pinata.
Pinata! 24-21 Niners win, and they head to divisional round, where we may be seeing Fred Warner in divisional round.
Versus Seahawks.
By you.
Yeah. Well, it does suck that knowing Fred Warner is so close to coming back and that he won't get the chance to play. that sucks knowing, especially I'm seeing him do parkour at Levi Stadium.
That is not him.
I know, but everybody's posting
The AI one?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a beast, yeah.
I'd say we win 21-17.
Close. It's a close game.
I think it's close the first half, but the second half comes out, we show our dominance and we allow almost no first and second down completions, forcing third down punts and stuff like this the entire second half, and maybe you guys get a couple deep balls. At the most, I feel like maybe one or two.
I think Hurts throws an interception in this game.
I personally don't.
He lays an egg.
Lays an
And
egg.
we win. He lays an egg and we win. Yes.
So I think that's how. Yeah, the way we win is if Jalen Hurts, we put the game in his hands and he makes mistakes. I don't see the Eagles losing in too many ways in this game.
And it's hard.
Not at all.
We just gotta be disciplined, and we just gotta tackle and make it harder.
Move the chains, please.
And move the chains and come off the field on third and long. Please,
Third down
and
is
long.
especially to just silence this crowd. This crowd just has so much fire to it. Whether it's on the Eagles side or they want to get on booing the Eagles and they're on their home
We're
field.
just throwing stuff at our team.
They are some crazy fans, but they are loud fans. So it's gonna be a tough environment to play in. 20-16. What was it? 24-21, and then 21-17.
Yep.
Niners versus Eagles. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this game. I cannot believe 49ers are in the playoffs when it was supposed to be like a reloading year.
And then after we beat you guys this Sunday, next season you guys will get the opportunity to lose to us again.
Well,
That's
but
next
for the
one.
review, he's gonna be back on. Whether the Niners win or the Eagles
When
win.
the Eagles win.
But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please put the comments. Who do you guys think think is gonna win?
Score prediction.
Score prediction. Who are your X factors for the game? It's gonna be hopefully a game where both quarterbacks and both offenses and defenses and special teams stay on the field, and we get to see the best players play against each other. Please, 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 please. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go Niners, baby. Peace.
All right,